Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to another video. You guys can see it's literally 4 o'clock in the morning and the sun is on the horizon there already. We're far enough north that once we get really close to June 21st, the sun doesn't actually fully set and the night sky is always a little bit light. Anyway, we are bringing the first group up into the holding area right now. There's a lot of water here. What's going on? Oh no, you can see this thing was leaking over. You can see how it's clean underneath this water bowl. And there is an insane amount of water. I wonder how that happened. Huh. Did you do this, girl? Yeah, you probably did, didn't you? Naughty, naughty, naughty. Doesn't really matter that that water bowl spooled over. It just kind of sucks. It's a lot more liquid to push to the back. I'm gonna be a lot more careful pushing that liquid to the back because otherwise it's gonna flip into the beds. And if that happens, I get to do a lot more raking, which I don't want to do. So we're just gonna have to take it easy here. Help! Come on, girl. Oh, you slow me down always. One thing that I really noticed after we turn up that tunnel ventilation in the summertime is our sand beds dry out a lot quicker, and the sand that's in there is a lot drier. And that's just because of all the hot air that gets pulled through the barn every day. It's a lot more clean air than the winter ventilation, but it makes sense because the air outside is a lot warmer, so you can afford to pull a lot more through the barn. But it really impacts the beds. And another kind of downside, like dry beds is really good. It's really healthy for cows and especially their udder health. You're just gonna see less mastitis, but the one downside to it is our alleys, they will get a lot drier. You guys won't be able to see it in this alley because that water bowl was leaking, of course, but otherwise, usually in the summer, these alleys kind of dry out a little bit just because there's so much air moving over them. And that doesn't really matter so much other than the fact that if they get a little bit too dry, they can start to get a bit slippery. Just gotta make sure that they don't get too dry over the course of the day until this afternoon's milk when we scrape the manure out again. So just something to keep an eye on, something to watch during summer. Well, we got these alleys scraped up. They always look super clean right after we finish scraping when the water bowls were leaking, just because there was that much more water in there to kind of flush and clean the alley out. But I'm happy that they're clean now. And I'm usually done scraping in the morning at 4:35 and it's 4:50 now. So it definitely added some time to scraping that group. 2 videos ago, I think, I showed me and Dima putting the posts up for the fence we're putting on this lagoon. We got most of the posts up. I think we still got to put 3 on or something. We were 3 short, so we have to get those made and then we'll put them on yet. But I saw a lot of people saying we should put some signs around like dangerous or hazardous. And then I saw someone comment that we should put some no swimming signs around the fence as well. I thought that was pretty funny. I think we're gonna have to do that. You guys should hit the like button if you want to see that. I think it'd be pretty funny. So before I head back to the parlor, I gotta check the close-up pack. And there's so many ladies in here. Usually I can just stand up there and see pretty good if there's a calf or not. But when there's so many cows in here, you gotta get out, walk down the alley here and check really good. Because there can be a calf somewhere nestled away in between a couple of cows there or something. But not this morning, there's no calves. All right, so we finished milking up this morning. I cleaned the parlor and the crossover and the chute area there, but I gotta do one more thing before this morning. Shift is over, and that is switch around this tote of iodine. So this is that post dip that gets applied to the cow's teat as she's done being milked, and the milker comes off, that stuff is sprayed on. Iodine is just a disinfectant. Pretty much every dairy farm in the world puts that on the teats after they're done being milked in different ways. Ours is in the claw, comes off, and it's applied like that. And a lot of other farms maybe just have a dip cup or a spray bottle. There's a lot of different ways to put it on the cow's teats. This is how we do it. We really like this way. It puts it on the teats good, and it's really easy to switch these totes around. That's literally all that we handle with iodine. We just switch the totes around, and then we never have to touch it again. And the chemicals literally brought in through that door here, switch them around, and then the used barrels go out. So it's pretty easy. We really like it. So just get these swapped around. So, and just like that, we have a new barrel there. Should be good for another couple of months, I think. Maybe just a month. I'm not even sure how long those things last, but they do last quite a while. Pack's getting pretty dirty, so I'm gonna put some bedding in here right away. I'm gonna be using canola straw, and in the winter time I like to put 2 canola straw bales in per straw pack, and that's just because in the winter the barns are a lot more humid and the bed packs start to get a lot more moist way quicker. But since it's summertime and our ventilation is cranking, you can see those 3 exhaust fans on the wall there just cranking away. There's another 3 on that wall, and it really dries out these straw packs, pulling that much air through. Now we don't have to worry about these straw packs getting all moist and dirty as quick as they would in wintertime. You guys already know the drill. Cows off the straw pack, kick those doors open, grab a couple bales with the wheel loader. Let's do it. Come on, ladies. Let's go, mama. So we got the bedding shaked out in both straw packs there. Something to mention, both of our wheel loaders, they have ride control, and what that does basically when you're driving down the yard or down the road or wherever and there's a bunch of bumps in the road, it's kind of like suspension for the bucket, and I always like to have it on even when I'm shaking out the bales in the straw packs here, because when you're shaking it out, if you don't have that ride control, it's rigid to the loader and it just shakes like crazy. And as soon as you turn that ride control feature on in the loader, it's super smooth while shaking those bales out. It's pretty cool. So I would just open the flip up gates here for the special needs straw pack and put them back on there, but they're milking and they're gonna need these ladies in about 10 minutes here anyway, so we'll just move them up into the holding area for them right away. You can see these ladies are getting a little bit dirty, and that's because it was definitely time to put bedding in the straw packs. Look at that, all the close-up ladies are enjoying the fresh bedding. The last couple of drone clips you guys saw there was my dad in the 2294 with the box scraper behind it, and that's how he levels the yard. Just drives around and pulls all the gravel flat. It's been pretty dry out here, so there's not really many ruts, but when it rains, the whole yard gets rutted up, and then when it dries again after, usually he takes that thing out right away. Make sure the yard is always level, which is awesome. And I gotta give a quick shout out before we end the video to John Lester, who sent a $25 gift certificate to Tim Hortons out to us. Not necessary, but greatly appreciated. He said the next couple of double doubles were on him, so thanks, man, that's awesome. And I gotta say, I guess I put that PO box in the description of every video quite a few months ago, and I've had quite a few letters, and I gotta say I really appreciate all the letters. I read them all. It's just really cool getting all of that stuff in the mail, and I really appreciate it. That is gonna be it for today's video, guys. If you enjoyed, be sure to hit those like and subscribe buttons down below, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching as always.